Hey everybody, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit out of the routine and film my July monthly plan with me. I use this spread every month to plan ahead and look ahead, whereas my weekly spreads are more memory keeping most of the time. But most of the time I don't film the monthly spreads just because, I don't know, there's not a whole lot going on, or I just feel like having some stickering off on my own. But this month we're going to look ahead. We've got some exciting plans this month, so I'm going to tell you all about that as we plan ahead. I'm going to do this a little bit backwards. I'm going to start with planning the actual plans and then figure out how I'm going to decorate up here after the fact, if I'm going to decorate at all. I don't know exactly what I want to do up here this month because I don't have a kit. I just have pulled some washi for some trips, so I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I do need to take care of my vehicle registration this month, but I don't know exactly when I'm going to do that. But it will have to be done. I also have to go get a smog check because that is a requirement in the state of California every other year. So I haven't pulled stickers ahead of time either, so I'm going to be rifling through my collection for this. So I'm just going to get started on July 1st. Actually, no, I'm not. I lied. So the first thing I'm going to mark is that we will... By the time you're seeing this, we'll probably be home already. But we're going to be out of town from June 30th to July 3rd, which is why this video is going up on July 4th, because I prefer not to advertise that I'm not home. Whoops, that's not the wrong... Whoops. Sorry, my fiance is texting me. Okay. I prefer not to advertise that when we're both not home. So... just a safety thing. We're going to my family's reunion up in Monterey. And for that, I think I'm just going to use this washi. This is from Oh Hello. I don't think I've ever used this washi. I don't use washi a whole lot right now just because it always comes in kits, you know? But I feel like I'm going to make some washi work in this spread today. I would love if you would let me know what you are up to in July. July has always been one of my least favorite months. Sorry, July. It's like the dead of summer. Summer's my least favorite season. I'm learning to live with it, I guess, because it's when I have the most time off and I feel like things have really calmed down. And I can really get into whatever my summer plans are. Like this July, I'm traveling a lot. But I feel like I just have some hang-ups about like July, feeling like summer's just dragging on forever, but also like it's the end of summer. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just have weird feelings. Also, it's just super hot here. Although August is quickly becoming, I feel like, hotter than July even, which kind of sucks. Okay, so for the family reunion, I'm not sure what I want to use. I do know that I want to mark payday, so let me just get that out of the way first. I'm gonna flip to my money section of my character stickers. Some of the sleeves of these are starting to fall apart, so that's unfortunate. But let's see, what do I want to use for payday? I think let's use a yellow sticker. I never like use these, so I'm gonna put this at the top of that Friday because that's when I get paid. I get paid once a month. I have a love-hate relationship with getting paid once a month. On the one hand, I know I have all my money up front. On the other hand, it's like a long time in between paydays, but whatever. You make it work. And then I'm still not sure how I want to mark the Monterey trip. In my June spread, which I can't show you because I do have some private information on there. In my June spread, I use like one of these Molly Loves Beach Critters stickers. So maybe I can use another beachy. Although, like, I don't see myself being in, like, a bikini in Monterey because it's supposed to be, like, 65 degrees as the high when we're there, which is great. I love that type of weather. If it could be 65 to 70 degrees every single day, I would do it, but I can't afford to live in San Francisco. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna duplicate what I did in June. And I will fill in later with like, if we do specific things each day. Like we've talked about going kayaking, we've talked about just sitting around and eating charcuterie, which is fine too. I'm not picky. Okay, I'm gonna move all of these things off because these are just to mark what kits I'm using each week. And you will notice that I have 2 different kits potentially pulled for the week of 4th of July. I think I'm gonna go with the Molly Gem kit from last year over this is just leftovers from a New Year's kit because it had fireworks, and I was like, I never end up buying a full like 4th of July kit because I just don't care that much. The reason why I'm thinking about using the Gem kit is that I don't remember Gem at all. I'm too young. I'm a 90s baby, not an 80s baby. But I believe it's 80s themed, and we're going to Shakespeare in the Park. That's not what they call it, but it's a Shakespeare festival on the 8th, and they dropped hints that I'm pretty sure the show they're doing that night is going to have an 80s theme. Like they're going to take a like Shakespeare era play and do an 80s theme. So I think I'm right about this. I think my instincts are right. It's a comedy, so I feel like that lends itself to it. Anyway, this video is going to be 40 years long if I don't stop talking. Okay, so the 30th through the 3rd, we're up north. We're driving back on the 3rd. My fiance's on this new work schedule with his new job where he is, well, obviously this is a holiday, so he's off that day anyway. Not that everybody gets holidays off, truly. But then he's also off on the 8th. Oh, my kitty's under my foot. Hi, kitty. I just vacuumed, so she's upset. And then she just, well, I'm not going to go into that. So I really don't have anything else to mark until the 8th when we're going to Shakespeare in the Park. My fiance's off this day. I don't think do I want to mark it the days on here? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I've decided we're gonna mark it because why not? And if I don't like it, then we don't do it next month. Okay, where's the sheet that I'm looking for? It's not in this one. It's in this one that I was like, no, it's not in there. Do I have a color that I like for this? Kitty, oh no. Okay, she's vomiting. Okay, sorry about that. There's really no good way to say that someone vomited, so I just used the term, the proper term. So, yep, that one's on the bath mat, so that one's going to be a little harder to clean up, but we will get through it. Anyway, hopefully she's okay. I'll keep looking after her. I'm going to go ahead and mark what I believe are my fiance's days off. This just helps because like we're trying to do like fun summer plans together. So if he's off that day, he would be off this day as well. And then I believe that would be it. Okay, so we'll write those in later. And then for Shakespeare in the Park, which I don't know why I keep calling it that because that's not the name of the event. It's the Free Shakespeare Festival in Griffith Park up in LA. So for that, I'm not really sure what I want to use to mark that. Sorry, I didn't plan ahead a whole lot for this one. These are like all my movie and TV stickers, but that's not really what it is. And I'm kind of saving like my play stickers for when I go to New York later this month. So I'm not sure. Let's see. I kind of want to use one of the gem stickers. I wonder, I think I'll just wait to mark that later once we actually do it. Okay, that's just gonna be my executive decision. Okay, there's nothing these days. We'll be 6 months engaged this day. Wow. Do I want to mark that? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. So we're going to go into my stash of wedding stickers. And whoopsies. Just dropped stickers on the floor. Let's use that one. Some dropped stickers on the floor. Let's go ahead and use this to mark that we will be engaged for 6 months this day. I can't believe it. Time has flown by this year. This year has been, I think it's because we've been so busy and like so many big things have happened that it's like time just flies. And then, oh, we have a wedding ring appointment. Speaking of being engaged. So I need to go right back to that same section. I made an appointment at Brilliant Earth, which is where my engagement ring is from, for us to look at wedding rings. It's still really early in our wedding planning process, but I have the mental bandwidth to like think about these things right now, and I can be a little indecisive when it comes to jewelry that I'm gonna wear forever. So we're gonna do that on the 17th. That's up in West Hollywood. That'll be fun. It's in a fun part of town. And then our second payment is due to our wedding venue on the 18th. So that's cool. Lots of money. Luckily, I don't know if I've talked about this at all, but like I set up the sinking fund for my wedding kind of at the beginning of this year. So like it's fine, but it's still kind of painful when like the payments come out, or like when you make a payment. Let's just use this fat stack of cash to represent making the second payment on our venue. And then the only other payment we'll have to them after this point is the big one right before the wedding. So that will be fun. Hopefully this won't end up looking too plain. I just didn't really feel like using like labels. I'm just gonna write directly on the calendar. I think that's fine. Okay, and then after that, okay, so this day I'm leaving. You'll see it says flight check-in here. That's because I'm gonna be flying, well, I'm not gonna tell you where I'm flying, or what airline I'm flying with, but I'm going to Pennsylvania and New York at the end of this month to visit my brother. And then, so I'll stay with him for a few days, and then we're making our way to New York City. Very exciting. I've never been to New York City. I've been to a couple other cities on the West Coast. I've been to a lot of cities. I've been at like every major city on the West Coast at this point. I've exhausted my options for big city trips on the West Coast, unless I go back, and I would totally go back to a lot of those cities. Anyway, tangent. I've only been to a couple of cities on the East Coast, so I'm kind of like branching out now, so this will be fun. On the 23rd, I'm gonna fly to Pittsburgh. So I gotta go into my travel section. Let's use these. Well, actually, what's in here? Derp. Yeah, let's just use these. From Oh Hello. And that's where this washi comes in. So there's gonna be like 2 different washies here, but that's fine, right? I don't know. So I thought it would be fun to use like this City Vehicles washi. Supposedly there's like a food tasting event at our venue this day, but they haven't sent me the invite yet, so I need to follow up with them actually tomorrow. As of the day I'm filming this, to ask them what's up with that. Also, I think our florist changed because we got a package with a florist included, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know this for a fact, but I was trying to figure out why someone was calling us about the floristry, and then I was looking up our old florist, and I'm like, I haven't posted anything in like a year. Are they still in business? So I have this feeling we got switched to a different florist. Anyway, that doesn't matter too much to you. So we're just gonna do this. Oh, this is kind of why I didn't feel like putting anything up here, because there's already so much washi. This might look weird, but whatever. I don't buy monthly kits like I used to. And by like I used to, that was a very long time ago that I used to do that. I mostly focus on buying kits for the weekly section. Well, I'm gonna be gone for a long time. Dang. And Nathan's gonna be here, so that's why I'm comfortable telling you that I'm leaving this long, because he'll be here with the cat. Unfortunately, because he just started a new job, he really can't take time off right now. But I have time off, and so I feel weird like going places without my fiance right now, but at the same time it's like I'm still an independent person, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go and spend time with my brother, and it's gonna be fun. Okay, so what colors do I want to use? I feel like I'm kind of all over the place right now. I think for the flight home, let's go ahead and use this one. And then, actually I want to put that the other direction now that I think about it. So this will be the flight home from New York. As far as the flight to Pittsburgh, I guess we can use this color. I'm gonna get there really technically like Sunday, I think, but it'll still be in my head West Coast time. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's all the travel. Oh, this is another kit that I'm using. We're taking the train to New York this day. So I think I'm gonna save like my train stickers for the actual week. Let me see, because I only have a couple train stickers left because I started using them to mark my fiance's work. And so now I'm like running out of them. I have all of these like New York stickers from Wonton and A Million. But again, I think I want to use most of these in the actual weekly spread. But, let me go write some things in, and then I'll see what else I want to put in. Oh, but before I do that, I'm going to put in a reading sticker up here in the corner. I use this to track what books I finished that month. I'm going to be honest, I have not read that much this year. I read in January, and then I haven't been doing any reading until June. That's just kind of how it goes. So that time to read stickers from Oh Hello, as you can see. Let me write some things in, and then I will see if there's anything else I want to mark. All right, so I made some decisions. I'm like, oh, I just smudged that, really? I've been using the Zebra Sarasa Clip Pen in 0.5, and I love it. But it is a gel pen, so I tend to smear it because I'm left-handed. That's my life. It's unfortunate. Oh well. Okay. I'm trying to be better about my vocal fry because my voice gets really tired. Okay. So that is July. I have no idea what to do with this space right now. I really didn't plan what to do. This kind of just represents how I treat my monthly spreads. I kind of just fill them in as I go along. I decided that if I'm right about this show and it is 80s themed, I will put a Gem Molly in there and use the Gem Molly kit for that week. And then I also wrote in that we're going to an off-Broadway show on this Friday night together, my brother and I. So I don't really have a sticker for that right now, so I just kind of wrote it in, and then I didn't know how to mark this, so I just wrote in that we're going to New York City. So that's July. I'm going to be gone for a lot of it. Sorry, kitty. My cat's like lounging next to me. I'm going to miss the cat. I'm going to miss my fiance when I'm traveling without him. But yep, that's July. Let me know what you're up to in July down below, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.